Hey guys, how you doing? It's X666X, Iron Maiden, and we are checking out something today that while I was over on Summer Storm Williams' reaction page, I noticed that Truant, another reactor, had mentioned for her to check out this song, which is Anneke Van Giersbergen. I have a hard time saying her last name to begin with, even though I already know it. But anyway, Anneke, that we have all seen with Devin Townsend before. If that, for the most part, a lot of people have come up with it from there. Or also with, what was it, The Gathering, I do believe, is her main project. This is her with Danny from the band Anathema, performing Anathema's songs Untouchables 2. I had no idea they did anything with Anneke for like Anathema songs anyway, and I think it would fit her perfectly. So, as soon as I can stop yawning, we're gonna check this one out. But I probably need to do one more thing. Almost forgot the intro because I was talking too much about the title.
That's bad, yeah. I'll write mine in your name, you write mine.
Okay.
Jack Harlow sessions. Week 1.
This is a beautiful song too. It's really great when you mix it with the part 1 of it as well.
Why I should feel this way, why I should feel this way, why I should feel the same. There's something I cannot say, something I cannot say, something I can't explain. I feel see you walk by at the edge of my sight. Find a way back home. I had to let you go to the side.
nailed the vocals on this one. It sounds exactly like the album, just with Annek's voice instead. I prefer his voice on the album though. It's a little bit cleaner.
Never seen the light, it's so bright. Never seen the light, it's so bright, yeah. Blinded by the light, it's inside. Blinded by the light, it's inside. Blinded by the light, it's inside of you.
I guess to be fair, they're only using like 1 or 2 microphones.
To the setting sun, I had to let you go and find a way back home.
God damn. It ends there. Fuck. Whew. Okay. And that goes and shows just how great a vocalist she is here. When she actually went to try and copy exactly from the album, which I love when artists do that when they sound exactly like the other artist. For instance, an example for me that I've seen personally is going to see bands like, for instance, Brit Floyd. And I can use Australian Pink Floyd as well as another example. Those are two of the biggest Pink Floyd cover bands in the world. They tour worldwide. I've seen both. Brit Floyd is the one that sounds almost identical to listening to Pink Floyd. Almost. It's not completely there. Their bassist actually completely sounds like Roger Waters. It's the main guy that would be technically handling the David Gilmour vocals. It's off a bit. It's not the exact same voice. But that is a good example of a band that I like to hear them cover it as close as possible because it sounds pretty much like the band playing. Then you have Australian Pink Floyd that I found was a little further away from actually being Pink Floyd sound-wise. And that's probably because Brit Floyd is made up from people that used to be in Australian Pink Floyd that actually sounded like them. So I guess that probably ruined that for them a little bit. So they probably sounded like it before. But when I seen them, it was when Brit Floyd had already started up, so those artists had already gone off to do that, and it was basically they had the better show overall, a better light show. They had the presence was better, but sound-wise they were a little off. So for bands like Australian Pink Floyd, I feel more like doing their own thing works for them better instead of trying to copy it because of that fact. If you get what I mean, like they're pretty close, so it's alright that they do. But just in the case of what we're talking about, we'll say that they're a little bit further off. I'd rather they do their own thing, but here, the same thing would be for Brit Floyd there. Anneke pulled it off spot on and sounds exactly like the album. She even the way she used every word, she sang it exactly like it was on the album, to a T. Except the end, she added a little bit on to the length for the last few words to the song, but that's not here or there. It was pretty nuts to hear that. I didn't think she'd be that spot on, so I'm a little blown away by it, and that's probably why I'm rambling on about it. To get to Danny, comes in a little bit clearer on the album. Obviously, you can fix stuff on albums. I find his voice was a little. It almost sounded like it was shaky, a tiny bit. Maybe not shaky, but like he couldn't keep what's the best way to describe that? He couldn't really. It felt like he couldn't hold his notes perfect. It felt like it was a little jumbly, just a tiny bit, like a little bit of fuzz, like just barely not perfectly on kind of thing. I don't know if that's because he was singing it differently because this is just with a piano instead of the full band, but the album version for his voice, personally, hearing him on the album was better than this. But yeah, I could ramble on about this even longer, but I'm gonna cut myself there before I keep going. As this is one of my favorite songs by Anathema, and on the Weather Systems album. And I just thought it was beautiful. They just did a great job. So I'm going to stop there and stop talking about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. You can hit that like button if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to see more from me. And as always, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.